how to make Greek and regular yogurt using milk powder. Remember that in the last video I showed you how to use liquid milk to make your yogurt. But in this video, I'll be showing you how to use milk powder to make your homemade yogurt. So for this powdered milk recipe, you will need 1 liter of water, 3 cups of milk, powdered milk of course. What else? You would need your unsweetened yogurt. I had some leftover, well, I had a lot leftover from the last production I made using the liquid milk recipe. So basically those are the 2 or 3 things that will be going into this mix: the water, the powdered milk, and unsweetened yogurt. Now the other equipment you'll be needing here will be your whisk, your measuring spoons, your spatula, and your measuring cups. Unlike the liquid milk recipe, the powdered milk recipe can be a bit messy because you have to whisk and stir and stir and stir and stir. But hey, don't worry, we got this. So let's get right to it. The first thing is you take some of the water. Remember, this is 1 liter. I'll just put this right here, and you put some of that into the bowl that you would use to stir, and then you gradually put in your powdered milk. Okay, like I said, this involves a lot of mixing and 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 mixing. Okay, I forgot to mention that so you have 1 liter of water here, and the milk you have 2.5 cups. So I had initially measured 2.5 cups. Take note that it is not the peak milk cup that we use to measure rice in the market. It's the typical baking or food measurement. So this is 1 cup, and then this is half cup. So I put 2 of this powdered milk and then 1 of this to give it 2.5 cups into 1 liter. Now the other very interesting thing about it, some recipes you can see 1 liter to 4 cups. That will go for very thick, in fact extra thick yogurt. If you want extra thick yogurt, the milk ratio to the water will be different. So I'll put some of that up in the recipe book that we'll be sharing on the group. So we just keep stirring and whisking and whisking. It's so tiring. Well, not really. Okay, so the point of the reason why it's good to share your water, just put some here first, is to make sure that you stir properly and there are no lumps, there are no clumps in your milk. Another way you can do this is to mix this overnight. That's make this milk mixture overnight. You can do this overnight, then put it in the fridge, and then the next morning you can start your whole yogurt making process. So that way you're sure that it completely mixes. But of course I didn't want to do that because I wanted you to see every single thing that will be done. Okay, we're stirring and whisking and adding a little more water. Right, almost there. So 1 liter of water to 2.5 cups of milk. In the liquid milk recipe, we also used 1 liter of milk. So hopefully we'll almost get the same quantity of yogurt at the end of the day. So the quantity of milk water you have determines the quantity of yogurt you get at the end of your production. And here we go. Looks like it's pretty much done. Whew. Okay, so that's it. The whole water is in here, and I believe that milk is well there. Someone was asking if you can use a blender to do this. Well, if you use a blender, you stand the risk of beating up your milk, and then it now gets foamy, and this may affect the quality of your yogurt at the end of the day. Okay, so there we have it. So once you have the milk completely whisked in the water, the next thing is to put this to boil. Remember what we did when we were making for liquid milk, so put this to boil. So I'll just go put this in the pot and then